Is the Toronto Maple Leafs on the verge of a game-changing trade? Rumors are swirling around a potential addition that could elevate the team's playoff aspirations. While names like Brock Nelson have been tossed around, another intriguing option has emerged, one that could fit seamlessly into the Leafs' system. Stay tuned to find out more about this veteran pivot who might just be the missing piece Toronto needs. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to keep up with the latest Leafs news. The Toronto Maple Leafs are at a pivotal point in their season as we approach the trade deadline. With the team looking to solidify its position for a strong playoff run, a name that has surfaced as a potential trade target is Jean-Gabriel Pageau. Now I know what you might be thinking. Pageau isn't the flashiest name out there, but hear me out. His style of play is exactly what this team needs right now. Pageau is a veteran center with a knack for solid defense and a respectable face-off percentage, boasting a career rate of 54.2% and an impressive 59.5% this season. He may not be a 30-goal scorer, but his ability to chip in 15 to 20 goals, along with his defensive prowess, makes him a valuable asset. He's fearless and knows how to grind in the corners, which is invaluable come playoff time. Now, let's talk about what Pageau brings to the Leafs specifically. His forechecking ability and tenacity would inject some much-needed energy into the top 9 forwards. He's not your typical Craig Berube-style player, but his work ethic and skill set fits seamlessly into the framework Berube has built in Toronto. This is a guy who can help keep the puck in the offensive zone and create better scoring opportunities for his teammates. Plus, let's not forget his playoff experience. He's been a solid performer when the games matter most. Looking back at his career, Pageau was drafted by the Ottawa Senators in 2011 and had a solid 8-year stint in Canada's capital, accumulating 182 points over 428 games. After being traded to the Islanders, he continued to produce, even if he's facing some challenges this season with just 19 points so far. However, with the Islanders gearing up for a playoff push, his experience will be crucial. One thing to consider is his contract. At $5 million for another year, he's not the cheapest option, but he addresses Toronto's need for a player with term on their contract. The Leafs don't have to worry about a long-term commitment, which is a plus. The key will be getting New York to retain some salary or offload a couple of their bigger contracts to make this deal work without sacrificing a top prospect. Brad Treliving has made it clear he's looking for ways to improve this roster before the deadline, and bringing in a player like Pageau could be a strategic move that flies under the radar but pays dividends. I genuinely believe this could be a solid addition to the team. So let's discuss this. Do you think acquiring Pageau is the right move? I'm honestly torn. On one hand, he checks off so many boxes, but on the other, is he the game changer we're hoping for? I want to hear your thoughts. How do you feel about this potential trade? What are your expectations for the Leafs as we head into the second half of the season? Auston Matthews has been ruled out for Thursday's game against the New York Islanders, and while there's no set timeline for his return, his recent comments provide a glimmer of hope for Toronto Maple Leafs fans. After practice on Wednesday, Matthews expressed that he's feeling better each day, emphasizing the importance of being involved with the team, even if he's not on the ice during games. It's great to still be close to the guys, to participate in practices, especially when you've been out for a while, he said. This kind of attitude is essential, particularly in the high-stakes environment of the NHL. Matthews mentioned that rest is playing a crucial role in his recovery from the upper body injury he aggravated during a battle against the Buffalo Sabres back on December 20th. He's taking it one day at a time, and while he's hopeful to progress, he hasn't set a definitive return date. This cautious approach is a smart move, especially considering the implications of rushing back too soon. Coach Craig Berube echoed this sentiment, noting that having Matthews participate in full practices is a positive sign. He's going in the right direction, which is great for us, Berube said. But we all know how frustrating it can be not to have a clear timeline. With Matthews missing 6 consecutive games now, it raises the question, how much longer can the Maple Leafs sustain their success without their star player? Toronto is currently at the top of the Atlantic Division, but you can feel the tension in the air as fans anxiously await his return. Matthews has already missed 9 games this season due to injury, and his presence on the ice is vital. He's been a crucial part of this team, tallying 11 goals and 23 points in just 24 games this season. The Maple Leafs have shown resilience in Matthews' absence, but as a fan, I can't help but wonder, are we really maximizing our potential without him? This team is in a win-now mode, and every game counts. When Matthews finally returns, it's going to elevate this team's performance significantly. But let's not overlook the impact his injury has on the dynamics of the roster. The Maple Leafs are doing well now, but will that hold if they continue to rely on secondary scoring? The pressure is building, and while we're riding high at the top of the division, it's essential to remember the long-term health of our franchise player. It's a delicate balance between pushing for wins now versus ensuring Matthews is 100% ready to contribute when he returns. I can't help but feel divided on this. Do we continue to push through these games, potentially risking further injury, or do we take it slow and steady? And what about the rest of the team? They've stepped up admirably, but how much longer can they keep that up? The excitement of playoffs is palpable, and every game is critical as we inch closer to that fight for the cup. I want to hear from you. Do you think this was the right decision for Matthews? Or should they have tried to rush him back, given how crucial he is to our playoff hopes? As we navigate through this uncertainty, I encourage all of you to share your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. What are your expectations for the team moving forward? What are your frustrations with this situation? I want to engage with you all, so let's keep the conversation going. If you're passionate about the Maple Leafs and want to stay updated on every development, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow fans, and hit that subscribe button. And make sure to activate the notification bell so you never miss an update on our beloved team. Your support means everything, and together, we'll ride this wave of excitement and anxiety as we await Matthews' return.